Pokémon Champions has been out for less than 2 weeks, and it's already one of the most divisive things the Pokémon company has ever released. Critics are split, competitive players are hyped, casual fans are confused, and everyone has opinions about the monetization. So today, let's break it all down. What does this game actually get right, what does it get wrong, and is it worth your time? Hey everyone, welcome back. Quick bit of context before we get into it. Pokemon Champions launched on April 8th on Nintendo Switch, and it's a free-to-start spin-off developed by the Pokemon Works, a joint venture between the Pokemon Company and Ilka. The concept is simple: strip out the adventure, keep only the battles, and make competitive Pokemon accessible to everyone. But before we start this video, what is your favorite Pokemon in Champions right now? Personally, mine is Palafin. Put your answer in the comments. Now get your popcorn and let's get straight into it. Let's start with what genuinely works. It's free and accessible. This is huge. Not everyone has money to purchase mainline games, not to mention the expensive consoles required to play them. On top of that, not everyone's willing to play through dozens of hours of a flagship title's main campaign before getting access to every item and Pokemon needed to create a proper competitive team. Champions largely solves that. You download it, go through a tutorial, and you're battling. That is genuinely a big deal for competitive Pokemon. The core battle system is excellent. The core battling of Champions is genuinely good. The mechanics are tight, the pacing feels right, and the decision to bundle gimmicks from multiple generations into one place is smart. Mega Evolution's back and it actually matters. The new Mega Evolution additions are a genuine highlight. Mega Feraligatr arrives with the Dragonize ability, which converts normal type moves into dragon type moves and boosts their power. Mega Meganium gets Mega Soul, which basically treats it as if it's harsh sunlight all the time. These are not cosmetic changes, they shift how entire team compositions work. Stat training is streamlined. The snappy stat training mechanics reduce a lot of the friction that used to keep new players out of the competitive scene entirely. Individual values are gone, and the new stat point system is so much easier to understand. It is the official competitive platform going forward. This game will be used in place of the latest mainline game at VGC events organized by Play Pokemon, including the Pokemon World Championships. That is a massive deal for the competitive community. Now here's where things get rough. The roster is shockingly small. The series has over 1,000 Pokemon, but only around 190 are available in Pokemon Champions. That creates a heavily centralized meta right out of the gate, with players already reporting the same handful of Pokemon dominating every ranked match. The monetization is confusing. The game ships with multiple in-game currencies, and after an hour of play, it is hard to fully map out what each one does or how aggressively the game will push you towards spending real money. A good free-to-play game should make its economy clear within the first session. Champions doesn't. Pokemon Home gives paying players a real advantage. Pokemon Champions lacks the necessary onboarding to captivate a new audience while also giving clear advantages to players who have invested in Pokemon Home. So it is free to start, but not truly free to compete at the highest level. Bugs and performance issues. The convoluted monetization, disappointing performance, and inexplicable bugs make this another lackluster Pokemon experience. On the original Switch especially, it struggles with frame rate and is not quite the same experience as on Switch 2. The content is thin overall. There are ranked battles, casual battles, private battles, and online competitions, all in the 3v3 or 4v4 format. That is basically it is at launch. For a game positioning itself as the future of competitive Pokemon, it needs a lot more to keep players around long term. Pokemon Champions sits at a 65% on Metacritic right now, a game confused about its own goals. But here's the thing, it just launched. As a live service game, it has real room to grow. If the Pokemon Company expands the Pokédex, fixes the bugs, and cleans up the in-game economy, this could become everything competitive Pokemon fans have wanted. Right now though, it's just not it. If you are a competitive player, download it. It is free and the battles are genuinely fun. If you're a casual fan, give it a few months and check back in. Drop a comment below. Are you playing Pokemon Champions? What do you think needs to be fixed first? Like the video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more Pokemon coverage, and I'll catch you in the next video. YouTube said you would like this video right here, so go ahead and click it.